GBTV. And now it's time for the fifth afternoon session of Children's GBC with George Buxton, as he gets to present some programmes today, including the last airing of the Further Adventures of Superted. For a while. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, I don't know about you, but here we are. This is Thursday afternoon, and yes, we're on 2nd of April today. Now, because we have some great programmes coming your way, and we're going to kick things off with Sodor Railway Tales, the original version. And I believe today's story is called Wrong Road.
Wrong road. Thomas's branch line is important, and so is Edward's. They both bring in valuable traffic.
And that was the original version of Sodor Railway Tales, Wrong Road. And I'm sure that we'll have more Sodor Railway Tales, the 80th anniversary editions, next week, for when George will be broadcasting these again. And I think next week is Book 20. So it's just a little reminder. So back to today on Children's GBC. Here we go with another episode of Bertie the Bat. And I wonder what Bertie is up to today. Let's go and join him, shall we?
Bertie the Bat wasn't feeling very happy as he hung upside down in his...
And that was Bertie the Bat. Well, I suppose that you could say that there was a grasshopper about. Which grasshopper usually fly around in various colours. And I believe that we're going to have the next programme now. Now, I've heard that Andy and Barbara have already done their last day as presenters, at which we've already had Ragdolly Anna from earlier on this morning, which is about a river picnic. Well, I believe this time we're going to take a look at The Wild Rose. But that's the first time we've ever broadcasted this episode as well. So here's Ragdolly Anna again.
Ragdolly Anna, how do you do? Ragdolly Anna, good day to you. What will you be doing today? Upstairs, downstairs, on your way. Ragdolly Anna's just like you. She knows that one and one make two. She can talk all this and that with a bunch of paper roses in a big straw hat. With a bunch of paper roses in a big straw hat.
Ragdolly Anna lives on the first, second, third floor of a block of flats with the little dressmaker, the dressmaker's dummy, and White Cat. I finished my painting, called Ragdolly Anna. She had made a picture of Dummy, and it was rather good.
Standing up and sitting down. Ragdolly Anna's fine and fast, with a bunch of paper roses in a big straw hat. Ragdolly Anna's fine and fast, with a bunch of paper roses in a big straw hat. With a bunch of paper roses in a big straw hat.
And that was Ragdolly Anna. Well, mind you, it is so good to be broadcasting those again. Yeah, because we keep changing the programmes up and up, you know. But anyways, now moving on to the next program now, as if we're going to have another double bill of The Amazing Adventures of Morph. And I think this time we're on episode 7 and episode 8 as well. So I'm going to leave you with Tony Hart opening and closing the book for each adventure. Enjoy!
Now then, where were we? Now then, you two, good night. Sleep tight. One day, Morph and Chaz were lazily enjoying an idle conversation when Delilah arrived, dragging a heavy sack of potatoes. "Hey, give me a hand with this, would you fellas?" she said. "I'm exhausted." "You're all fat and flabby," said Chaz. "Look at you. Heave, come on." "Fat and flabby yourself," said Morph. "You lift it." Oh dear. If you took a bit of exercise sometimes. Oh, I'll manage. "You don't suppose she's right, do you?" said Chaz. "Look at this," said Morph. "Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Right, let's do something about it. Come on." After a week of training, they were both feeling very much better. A healthy mind and a healthy body, thought Morph. Nothing like it. By now, Morph could lift much heavier weights than this, with ease. Well, usually. "I say," said Morph, "did you bend that with your bare hands?" And then who should arrive but Delilah, dragging another heavy sack. "I say, have you seen Gillespie? I need someone strong to carry all this useful junk inside, you see." "Oh, just leave it to us," said Morph. So, bit by bit, they started to carry the heavy bits of metal into the radio room, while Grand Morph supervised. But it was a very much longer job than they'd thought. Just as well they were fit. "They're not very quick about it, are they?" said Grand Morph. But in the end, they did finish it, every last bit. Grand Morph thanked them for working so hard, and they slouched off to bed, thoroughly worn out. "You two ought to keep fit, you know. Why don't you take up jogging?" Good night, Morph. Sleep tight.
And that was The Amazing Adventures of Morph, and it was a double bill of it too. And yes, well, Morph did have a load of adventures. Right, so moving on from Morph, the claymation pup boy, and moving on to a little motor car. And it goes by the name of Brum. And today's episode is called Wheels, when a little boy on a wheelchair gets to have his own dream on driving an F1 car. Kind of, because it's actually called go-karts, if you know what I mean. Anyways, here's the episode of it to find out. And that was Brum. Well, I'm so glad that the little boy from a wheelchair, he's actually won the race. Wow, that is pretty good news. So I'm pretty sure that we'll have more Brum next week. But back to today, here is another Bookaboo episode. And this time, we're having another special guest, and it's called Alicia Dixon. I wonder what sort of story is she going to read to Bookaboo. Let's find out.
He's a real rock dog and he plays the drums in his rock and roll band. He tours the world in his polka box to beat the screaming fans. He's on the cover of every magazine now down the field. The story is there. Oh yeah.
A story a day, or I just can't play. Hello there. I got me a case of the... Have you shared a book today?
And there will be another story from Bookaboo, which is only happening next week at the same time. Dino Babies is next, though. And that was Bookaboo. Alright, now if you're wondering what today's story was, it's called More Pants. Swah, 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 ruffle, 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 ruffle. Oi, stop stealing Samsonite. Anyways, now, as I was going to say when I just laughed, because I bet you've already heard that word saying more pants. There I go again. Oh dear, I don't know. But anyways, now, moving on to the next programme now. Here we go. Anyways, I think we're going to take a break because that's too funny. See you after the break. Don't go away. welcome back to Children's GBC. I do apologise if I laughed. Yes, because obviously, when I said more pants, I just found that hilarious. Yeah, I don't know why. But anyways, now we're back to my own self again, thank God. Now moving on to the next programme now, and I think that this will be the last time to air the Further Adventures of Superted. Now, because the last episode to be airing right now is Dot's Entertainment. Well, I don't know why that said Dot's Entertainment, though. Let's go enjoy Superted then, for the last time, shall we?
He's made of magic and dreams that do come true. And when things go wrong, he'll be there for me and you.
Let's go, Spuddy! Give up, Texas Pete!
He'll be there for you and me. Super Ted, Super Ted, Super Ted.
And that was the Further Adventures of Superted, and sadly, that was the last time to air this programme ever again. Yeah, but don't worry though, we got more cartoon fun coming up next. First up, we'll have the Dino Babies, in which today's episode is called Clone Heads, and of course we'll have Bucky O'Hare in just about 20 minutes. So here's Dino Babies anyway. Clone Heads. Well, you may have heard of cone heads, the pointing cones like a hat. But have you ever heard of the clone heads?
Dino babies playing in the prehistoric sand. Sometimes Truman tells his stories to the Dino Baby clan. Dino babies make believe they could be anyone. Dino babies having fun. Franklin's shy while Stanley thinks he can do anything. And baby brother Marshall tries to get into the game. Dak the pterodactyl baby flies through in a whirl. Dak is making trouble in the Dino Babies world. Dino babies on the run, run, run. Dino babies on the run. Maria, Dino baby girl, likes to talk it out. She helps Truman with his stories, which puts Truman in a pout. Dino babies run beneath the prehistoric sun. Dino babies having fun. Ooh, pretty.
And that was the Dino Babies. So now we know what the clone heads are like. It's like mimicking from one person to another. How weird. But anyways, that's the Dino Babies. And I believe that we're going to have the last programme for this afternoon on Children's GBC. And it'll be Bucky O'Hare. And in today's episode, it's called Home Swampy Home. That's something to do with toads. But can Bucky O'Hare save the day as always? Let's find out.
In another dimension, another time and space, a parallel universe is falling on its face. When out of the chaos, who else could it be but the animal adventurers from SPACE? Bucky! Captain Bucky O'Hare! Mutants and aliens and toads beware. You're looking for adventure, well this is it. With Jenny, Deadeye, Blinky, and Willie DeWitt. I said, Bucky, Captain Bucky O'Hare.
And now an update on Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars.
In the battle of the Anniverse, you don't know what's next. You only know amphibians have made it complex. When you check out your scanner and the evil that it woes, there's only one course of action. Let's cook us some toads. Bucky, Captain Bucky O'Hare. He goes when no ordinary rabbit would dare. If your righteous indignation has suffered a hit, and your photon accelerator is broken a bit, and you're losing your mind and you're having a fit, get the funky fresh rabbit who can take care of it. It's Bucky, Captain Bucky O'Hare. You say Bucky, I said Bucky, Bucky O'Hare. Let's croak us some toads. Another dimension, another time and space. A parallel universe is falling on its face. When out of the chaos, who else could it be but the animal adventurers from SPACE? Bucky! Captain Bucky O'Hare! Mutants and aliens and toads beware! You're looking for adventure? Well, this is it. With Jenny, Deadeye, Blinky, and Willie DeWitt. I said, Bucky! Captain Bucky O'Hare!
And now an update on Bucky O'Hare and the Toad Wars.
In the battle of the Anniverse, you don't know what's next. You only know amphibians have made it complex. When you check out your scanner and the evil that it woes, there's only one course of action. Let's cook us some toads. Bucky, Captain Bucky O'Hare. He goes where no ordinary rabbit would dare. If your righteous indignation has suffered a hit, and your photon accelerator is broken a bit, and you're losing your mind and you're having a fit, get the funky fresh rabbit who can take care of it. It's Bucky, Captain Bucky O'Hare. You say Bucky, I said Bucky, Bucky O'Hare. Let's croak us some toads.
And that was Bucky O'Hare. Yeah, so obviously, now I know why it's called Home Swampy Home. Well, it's very different, you see. Yeah, because that's a cartoon. And I don't think it's an anime at all. Just a cartoon. Now, anyways, that's Bucky O'Hare. And that was the last program for today on Children's GBC. And don't forget, now, I'll be back again tomorrow morning for more programs, including new episodes of Titch. And as I used to do, that's all. Yeah, don't worry. It's just one of those YouTubers who used to do that same thing, which made it most famous for its YouTube purposes. Anyway, so I'll be back again tomorrow morning. And don't forget, George, however, will be here tomorrow afternoon as well, with 5 programs, including Bear Behaving Badly. Oh, no! Oucho, will you give it a rest? Oh, no way, Jose. Yeah, I guess he means no way, Jose. Never mind. I'm sure that Oucho won't be here tomorrow. Thank God. But anyways, that's it for today. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. You're watching GTV, and now it's time to join the Bernie gang as we get to take a look at Punch and Judy's Baby. That's after about 5 series or so. So here they are.
This is the small house where everything is peaceful there. Everything is all wonderful up until one day something strange happens. Those pesky Muppets just turned up. So, here comes the Bernie gang, crazy and laughs. They do some stuff is what they can do. Bernie, Yo Bro, Daddy Punch, and so many others. He and his mates all knew what's coming. The gags, the craze, something that everyone can't lie to make them laugh. So because of their own silly lives, it's all happening here on The Bernie Show! The Bernie Show.
Well, it's going to be a fantastic day. Oh yeah, but we've got to be quiet because Jack might be asleep. Oh, okay.
Well, it's that time again to see how their adventure just ends there. And some may find it upsetting to see we all had enjoyment and laughs to go through just to sing you one last song. So we sing.
Now, for those of you who are wondering, Why Andy and Ben are on the end credits right now? Because obviously Tommy Chum Chum and Joe Bot are now taking a break and they're now retired from being on the end credits ever again. So this is what we'll be using for a few minutes. So anyways, and I'm sure we'll have more of the Bernie show probably tomorrow. Well, carry on with the music.
So we sing the Bernie Blues, and that's there for all of us to know. Hell yeah!
This is GTV, and now it's time for the 4th episode of Driving School. And I wonder if Maureen's going to be on it this time. Probably the funniest, no doubt. Well, we'll find out, shall we?
This is my company car, but I can't drive it. Yet.
Getting my test, I think, is a key to another life. It fits with everything else we're doing.
This is actually my time machine because this is the present, in front of us in the future, and if we look in our mirror, which we do regularly, that's the past.
This week, driving school shifts up a gear. Traffic police take it to the limit, learning to handle cars at over 140 miles an hour.
Yes, boot it. Now, go, 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 go. Go, 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 keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Hands off.
Dreams.
See what I mean? It's actually easy to go faster. It is like driving, isn't it really?
And will Phil and Tom make the running as Class 1 police drivers?
Is GTV, and now it's time to head on down to Summer Bay yet again for another episode of Home and Away.